Hi, good morning. Welcome to HeKate's Crossing. I'm Paula, and today I'm going to use a variety of decks in a sort of a multi-deck reading for the weekend. Okay, I'm going to just start with, let's have a look and see what message from the angel we have that's really important for us at the moment. Okay, let's see what we get. Whoa, that just flew out, so let's just grab that card that has flown all the way over there. I was not expecting that. And it talks about angel of clear cognizance. So this is, whoops, let's see if I can get a good picture of that one there. Angel of clear cognizance. So that's all about our knowing. What do we actually know in regards to the spirit world? In regards to messages that are coming through for us? Are we trusting that sometimes we just know something about something or someone or a situation without actually physically being in that past or in the future? So this is, we actually have a knowing about something or someone. Clear cognizance. So that's come through quite strongly. So now I'm going to use the Intuitive Soul Oracle, Lisa Williams. So that was by Debbie Malone, the reading, angel reading cards by Debbie Malone. Okay, and we have the Intuitive Soul cards by Lisa Williams. Well, and that just flew out. And that was all about relationships. So what do we know that's coming through in a relationship? Now that could be a relationship with our angels, it's a relationship with our family, it could be a relationship in regards to how a relationship grows, has understanding, compromise, could be a love relationship with actually ourselves, relationship with others, whether it's intimate or not. We have no idea. I just feel like we just need to pull one more. Okay, one more card. There it is. And it says it's about healing. So there's a relationship that we're dealing with that actually needs some healing at this time. So what I'm going to do is, in regard to the Angel of Clear Cognizance, what tarot card from the Tarot de Messier will give us clarity in the Angel of Clear Cognizance? What other information do we actually need? Oh, there it is. And we have a sense of a birth of something. So something is expanding, it's developing. Maybe it's something that needs a bit of nurturing at this time. It's regards to love. There's definitely regards to relationships on some level. So that's come out again quite strongly. So that's definitely a sense of we need to know, we know that there is a birth of something new coming through in regards to love, regards to a relationship on some level. So let's have a look at the relationship aspect of the card. Let's see if we can get a bit more information in regards to that with the tarot. Okay, what card do we need at this time? Sometimes it can take a little bit of a connection through. We just need to be a bit more clear. Is this relationship intimate for us at this time? Is this sort of an intimate? Oh, there we go. Let's see what comes through. So in regards to the relationship that's coming through, okay, these two cards seem quite important. And they're talking about the fertility, the again, you've got that birth. I feel like there's a birth of something. It's all about being nurtured. The relationship needs to be nurtured a bit more. It feels like you need to have the bounty and the abundance within that relationship. It's quite important. And I feel like there's a sense of exile. So there's a sense of everything sort of being a bit wobbly, a bit shaky. I feel like something sort of hit. I feel like there's something sort of hit your world at the moment and sort of throwing everything out. You've got to really take a leap of faith as you send away what's not important. Send away what's not important and bring in what really is of value to you right at this time. Okay, I just got told to leave those aside for a minute, and we're just going to look at the healing aspect of the cards. So healing, what else can you... Whoa, okay, we've seen that happen. Okay, you see this here, which is quite important. It seems to be here is quite long. So it's all about having a sense of, I just get clarity is really important. To have some clarity, a sense of looking at new beginnings, to the truth of the situation. I just feel like there's this thought going through your head, and it could be a little bit confusing, a little bit cluttered at the moment. There is some learning, so I feel like actually it was upside down, so I feel like there was a block to the secrets and the things that are happening. I feel like you just need to sort of unblock to try and find some, through meditation, maybe some reflection, maybe some learning is going to help you get that clarity as you have this sense of a shift in your thought patterns. I just get very much, and I just feel like there's this centre here, this thought that is contained. It's not you're not allowing yourself the freedom. Okay, you've got this relationship here again coming through, this woman, and whether it's myself and it's me acknowledging, or you as a person actually acknowledging who you are in the relationship. Okay, yeah, there's definitely, I've got that before about isolation, seems quite important. So maybe you're feeling a little bit isolated from what's going on at the moment, and you get this sense of things coming out into the open, publicly, things coming out into the open. So I feel like things are going to really sort of start opening up into what's going on for you. There seems to be an expansion, a growth in regards, okay. So there is a sense of a sexual attraction in some way, and I get definitely it's a sexual relationship coming through. Quite strong, that you'd be addicted to it in some way. It may not be a good thing. Okay, and solitude. Okay, it's very important for you to know that there is a sense of a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, the sense of here is alliances. So I get a sense of maybe understanding that you're actually not alone, that you actually have support from others, which is quite important. It's using your own strength, your own endurance, your own courage to do what's right. And, okay, there's a realisation. Okay, it's asking you to realise what's important, what's of value to you. I just got told to put these all together for a minute. Okay. And this all up, okay. Seems important, just put that to one side. And we've just got here. So you know it's about, what do you actually know spiritually in regards to the, just trusting your knowledge, trust what you know, the messages that you're getting through in regards to the relationship that's quite intimate, and it indeed does definitely need some healing, which is quite important. So we're going to lay these cards out in a reading so we can actually look at these cards. Okay, 6 across, okay. 6 across, let's have a look. So we get a sense of, okay, I talked about the birth of what's going on. And this woman here, she's looking at the birth of the future. So something from the future is definitely needing to be coming through. And here she's looking at the past. So what has she learned from her past, which is important? Okay, so that's really important. So you need to look at that and think, okay, what have I learned from the past, and and what's birthing in the future? Okay, here we've got, okay, she's looked to the past. Yeah, which is quite important. And that's funny, that's interesting. So there's a lot of stuff that's in relation to the past that they're looking at. And we're looking here this one here is actually looking at this. So in regards to this sense of a shift in thoughts, she's looking at that situation. I feel like she's looking at that, and she's sort of saying, okay, I have this relationship that maybe things are not as they seem, so there needs to be a shift in thought patterns, there need to be some changes going on, there needs to be some review in what's going on. And he's looking to the past and reflecting on what was addictive behaviour, and is he repeating that situation? Is that situation being repeated? Is that whole attitude, does it need to change in some way? So there's a sense of everything sort of coming together, knowing you actually have support to focus on that individual. So then we have this woman with strength who's looking ahead, and she's saying, you know, what lies ahead for me, which is of value. So that sort of looks at the cards, and we're looking at sort of a sense of, seems to be a few swords coming through. So it's definitely about your thought patterns. I feel like there's a lot of shifts within your thoughts. It's important. So yeah, I just feel like there's this situation that's relationship based. There's a lot of healing to be done, a lot of work to look at. Is looking at your past. You really need to look at the past and go, am I repeating old patterns? Am I doing what I was doing before? Is there a need of me to actually use my courage? I need to use my strength, my endurance to actually change that. And it may do with a lot of meditation, a lot of reflection. You know, with the Hermit here, talks a lot about, a lot about reflection, a lot about solitude. A lot of knowledge comes from learning, knowing that there was a light, you know, it's about shining. Oh, okay, I just get like, there's a light you need to shine, but it's not on the future. It's all about shining a light on the past and bringing it out into the open and going, hey, wait a minute, I actually need to acknowledge my past behaviour and how I can change that and what's actually going on with that situation. I think that's really important. So you're looking at a lot of these cards, and you just got to have a look at the direction that's going on. You know, what else do you see? You know, and I get a sense of the sword here is going, hey, wait a minute, you need to really look at your thoughts, look at how you're communicating, what's really important. You know it's about the relationship. You know the relationship needs some healing. You know you need to do some self-healing as well. You need to do some self-awareness. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be pretty full on. So it's really about trusting in your gut and really acknowledge what you know and stop denying it. I feel like there's a lot of, you're pushing aside those thoughts and you're going, hey, you know, no worries, no idea, don't worry about it, it'll be okay. Stop. Take a deep breath and really acknowledge that to burst the relationship into new levels. I think you need, you know, to nurture it. There are some things that you need to exile, you need to send away. You are going to cause a bit of upset. There is going to be a bit of a wobble in your relationship. There's going to be, things are not going to be as you expect them to be. And I think it's just having a leap of faith to get that clarity that you actually need. I think it's a sort of a, you know, and it's time for some learning, some real self-awareness, go back to the old basics and release and let go. A whole learning about yourself. You need to really sort of look at, oh, just got Dr. Phil, he's one to look at. There could be some Susan Jaffier's with Face Your Fear and Do It Anyway, that sort of book. I think there's some real work to actually do. So go back to some of those basic books, that self-help, self-awareness, and I think it's really time to start doing some real work. I think it's going to be really, really important. So I don't know who this message is for. I think part of it is is for all of us. We might have a little bit of something in there that we need to do some work about. The relationship may not be intimate. It could be a relationship with anybody. It could be a relationship with even within ourselves. Maybe we're dealing with some personal stuff that we just need to deal with. So take care and blessed be. It's been a bit of a long weekend reading with the Tarot de Massier. We have Lisa Williams' Intuitive Soul Oracle cards. Totally recommend with the relationship and the healing card. So let's have a sort of a little bit of a closer, let's have a look, see if I can get into a closer look at that. So there we have the relationship card, and there we have the healing card. Meditation, reflection, contemplation, chanting, anything that's going to provide us with healing, self-awareness. Okay, and the relationship could be with yourself, with family, with an intimate friend, anything like that. And the angel reading cards by Debbie Malone, that's the angel of clear cognizance. So that's dealing with your knowing spiritually. It's a sense of what messages are you getting coming through in your head, and it's like you just know what's going on. Anyway, take care and blessed be from HeKate's Crossing.